We've got the real reason WWE is attempting to legalize match betting. A current Impact champion is heading to AEW or WWE, according to a report, and Alexa Bliss has responded to reports that she's on hiatus, so stay tuned for the news right now. So to catch you up, in case you're unfamiliar, WWE are looking to legalize betting on match results in certain states. This has caused a little bit of controversy, especially because it seems that if they were to do this, regulations mean that various people that are in the know at the moment won't be in the know until hours before that match takes place. That goes down to the wrestlers, the producers, writers. It would be a very, very small handful of people that would know actually what is going on. So it would make life very, very difficult for various people within WWE. Now, a lot of fans have been speculating that WWE might be looking to launch their own gambling service to profit off of this. But it appears that might not be the case.
Yeah, you could see it, but you've got to imagine that would be an absolute nightmare on top of what is already a nightmare.
Yeah. So the real reason for this, according to the Observer rather, is that this will actually just lead to more interest and coverage of big matches that will make up for the writers and the top talent being in the dark as to their long-term programs. In addition, Ernst & Young would have to get those results well ahead of time to not allow manipulation of the results based on betting patterns, meaning that if something got hot and you wanted to change the direction or change a big show result, you couldn't do it because it's locked in. It's sealed in an envelope. The description, this is the backstage reaction, the description from those that would be affected by this is that it was mind-blowing that such a thing is even being talked about seriously. It seems that people are confused at best, maybe peed off at worst within WWE at this proposed change.
It's like, hey, here's how the business has worked for 40 years now, since the kind of modern Vince system came in. We're doing away with that now.
I get it because, like, if you've got if gambling is allowed, betting companies spend so much on marketing.
Oh God,
and basically, you would be getting a bit of free marketing from the betting companies allowing match betting on WWE. They're gonna promote your show. It's gonna open it up to new eyes. People who gamble on the reg will see it, maybe have a flutter, maybe become WWE fans.
That's it. Any push notification that goes through, most people might swipe it away, but one or two might click through, and that's it.
Exactly. It's huge markets, even within the states that they are approaching. So we'll see how it goes, but it would suck, wouldn't it, if something is locked in months ahead of time. Like, think back to Sammy even getting hot, and let's say you wanted to give Sammy a big win on pay-per-view. You wouldn't be able to do that because it's locked in. You can't change the result.
And it's sort of, it's just, you've got to imagine it's going to factor in a lot for the just everybody on the chain, like writers, producers, every single element's going to have to kind of be guarded. There's going to be set dates and times. People are allowed to know X, Y, and Z. How do you guarantee none of that's going to get out? How do you sort of, handle it if something does go on and then you end up in the middle of a huge investigation?
Yeah, right.
Like, what happens if you have a Daniel Bryan moment like we've seen with Sammy recently, as you said?
Yep.
And you can't go in that direction. What happens if it just becomes more of that, the old route where it was, this is Roman Reigns, he's a babyface, you're gonna like him, and we're going to keep going until you like him. And, the fan sentiment's kind of going, no, but it's locked in for the next 6 months. So
yeah, it's tough, isn't it? It's tough. To me, on paper, the negatives outweigh the positives.
Yeah.
But I'm certainly no expert on this. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. It might not even happen.
To be honest, I was just kind of surprised that there wasn't already betting in place in the States for WWE, because we have it. I think it happens in Europe, but I don't know if it's just because American gambling laws are a lot tighter than ours. But
yeah, state by state, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think a lot of fans are sort of misunderstanding this story and going, hey, WWE betting already exists in the UK and various places in Europe. It's not really about that. It's about, because WWE is a US-based corporation, the rules, the guidelines that they would have to follow could directly affect the on-screen product. So it's more about that than just WWE betting. Anyway, a current Impact champion might be headed to AEW or WWE. PW Insider reporting that Impact Knockouts World Tag Team Champion Taya Valkyrie apparently finishing up with Impact Wrestling as part of as of their Las Vegas TV tapings. They were told that she wasn't signed by Impact. Word is that she is set to sign with another company. An interesting note here: AEW's TNT champion Jade Cargill issued a challenge to a Canadian star to face her next week. Valkyrie is Canadian. Put two and two together, you get Taya.
I think that, there's still some unfinished business there in WWE, but with the way in which it kind of went down with Frankie Monet, I guess, it's kind of like she arrived, she sort of hit the ground eventually. The presentation wasn't really fully there. It didn't feel like it was kind of clicking. And then all of a sudden she was just sort of unceremoniously shown the door. And for a lot of people, it was like, wow, you cut like Taya, like she's a really good talent, like what you're doing. So I think that AEW feels like a natural landing spot, and especially with this big tease here.
Yeah, part of me wants to see
Trish Stratus.
No, I want to see, because I feel like she's got unfinished business in WWE. I'd like to see her go there, but go to main roster, because she was sent to NXT. And NXT, obviously, developmental. She's 39 years old, and women within WWE specifically tend to have slightly shorter careers, and that is on the older side of things when it comes to female WWE talent. So I think you put her on the main roster, and I think you get good results, but I wouldn't want to put her back in NXT.
No, I think that would be
good luck to her, though, right?
Yeah, good luck to her.
Good luck to her. We talked earlier about Rey Mysterio. He is your first inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2023, but another legend is being rumoured, reported even, for the show. Who is it, Sam?
It's the Great Muta, and I should have brought my green mist. I should have just misted you. That's what should have happened. Muta, I mean, come on, he never worked for WWE, but he was sort of a mainstay in WCW for a little amount of time. He worked with the NWA regularly. He's a long story. What can you say about the Muta that's not the Great Muta that's not being said? The guy is a legend. Of course, there was the kind of first rumblings of maybe Muta and WWE doing something back in January when he had his final singles match against Shinsuke Nakamura on loan to Pro Wrestling Noah. So I think that it's not entirely unexpected. I'm quite happy at it, and he of course deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Goes without saying, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Congratulations to the Muta.
I can't
Sam
wait
doesn't
till the
recognise
Muta
your
comes up. Does this little man
doesn't recognise your greatness.
He better missed everybody.
Yeah,
everybody in the crowd.
All right,
just queue
one
up.
by one.
Like how Inoki used to slap people. Just like missed.
We have an interesting story here as GCW and AEW are going to be entering a legal battle. So David Bixenspan over at WrestlingInc.com reporting that AEW's long-hyped upcoming video game debut might just hit a bit of a roadblock. The game has no confirmed release date still. It's called Fight Forever, and that's where the problem lies here, because GCW have run an event called Fight Forever. It's a bit weird, this one. I don't quite get it.
GCW ran an event called Fight Forever, which was a 24-hour zero fans event, and then AEW, I believe, registered the trademark for Fight Forever for the game, but GCW registered their trademark for Fight Forever for entertainment purposes.
Different classes.
But different classes, and I think GCW's trademark was a couple of months after AEW's, but for whatever reason, they're now, there's been papers that are indicating that GCW have requested an extension in order to not just investigate further, but to engage in settlement discussions with AEW. It's now listed that they are kind of talking in a settlement position. So it doesn't look like it's going to go fully to court, but in these situations the extension takes it through to May 31st, so I figure we'll probably hear something about it before then if it does get settled, but if not, then after May 31st it could sort of change a little bit.
What Sam is saying is this could kill AEW.
This could kill them dead.
No, it looks like something.
I think the worst thing that could come out of this is the game having a name change, but given the level the game's being marketed to, I feel that it's it's going to have to reach a settlement. It's already out there everywhere. 100%. Fight Forever. It's already going to be coded into the game.
GCW, they've Brett Lauderdale has responded to a tweet about this, saying that GCW has never and will never ask for $1 of Tony Khan's money. So it looks like it's getting sorted. It's on the way. We got an update on Jerry Lawler now. PW Insider reporting that Lawler, who suffered a stroke early February, of course, has recovered enough to be able to return home to Memphis yesterday. He'd been stuck in Florida undergoing care ever since, so we send our best to Jerry Lawler. And we are finishing with some Alexa Bliss flavoured news. Alexa, delicious. Alexa Bliss It was reported yesterday, it was in the Observer, and lots of websites picked it up, was that she was going on hiatus. She is taking a bit of time away from WWE. Bliss has taken to Twitter to respond to this report, saying, tired of seeing these tweets, I am not on hiatus. They know where to find me. Also, need to remember, you only see what parts of my life I want you to see. So it seems like something's happening there. I don't want to sit here and speculate or anything, but I will say that they know where to find me. Sounds like this is WWE maybe not knowing what to do with her at the moment, run up to WrestleMania, something like that.
There's been sort of rumors and fan speculation that we have been seeing Alexa in the form of, something to do with Bray. But, I don't know. And I found it weird personally when, we had Bray come back, whole new Bray, and now we started leaning back into Firefly Funhouse. We started leaning back into the Alexa stuff. And I felt that was sort of, it sort of meandered to a bit of a halt before Bray left. And I just felt like, okay, fresh start. But I don't know what they're doing. I don't know, and it feels like returning to the Bray stuff for Alexa is kind of an indicator that WWE maybe don't have any ideas, which is something to say considering Alexa Bliss is such a good performer.
Oh, she is. I think her character work especially. Like, she improved in the ring loads, but her character work is, in the women's division, second to none. I genuinely believe that. I think she's so very good. Maybe now Ripley's about and doing good stuff. Anyway, she's very, very good. The Bray stuff is confusing and bad. You know what? I was excited. We were all very, very excited about the whole thing. And it has been tremendously underwhelming. I'm sure him and Bobby Lashley will have a very good, maybe spooky match, but I'm baffled by how...
It'll be a tiki-themed Mountain Dew Paradise Punch match.
Right. It's just... It's mad, isn't it? And you know what? I think we put the blame on WWE for so long.
Yeah.
But the one constant here is Bray Wyatt, and if he is doing his own creative, right? If he is doing his own creative, then something's not working. It needs fixing. I'm not saying he's bad, but
I agree in that respect. But I feel like WWE haven't exactly done him favors with, and you're going to face Brock or Bobby, and it's just sort of like it feels like it's just thrown together.
Brock didn't want to do it, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where the blame lies, but it's not working for me. I hope it gets better because I do think Bray is a tremendous performer.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, he's really, really good. And it's not working. Anyway, that's it from us. Once again, we got 2 lists going up over the weekend. We got a true crime documentary about the Hellraiser from Helsinki, Ludwig Borger, who had an absolutely insane life.
You don't want to miss that one.
That goes live tomorrow afternoon. And then starting Monday evening, I will be live every evening for God knows how long as I stream the career mode of WWE 2K23. So please join me so I'm not lonely. It'd be lovely to see you. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good weekend. All the best. Hope you don't get snowed in. Sam, I love you. Take care. All the best. Bye.
Bye.